Yes, private streams only. But you can see it's a rigged game, right? If they can see your positions, how do you expect to win? They're just waiting for us to lever up with 40x leverage or maybe short term options, weeklies, zero DTEs. Dude, there are so many ways that they are giving us leverage and they're just waiting for us to get emotional and put on a trade. That's it. They try to say you need a Harvard or Stanford degree in order to get into the automated trading club, whatever that club is. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the truth, especially now that we have AI. The people that have devoted their lives to this 15 plus years in quant, of course, they're pissed that we're coming into their industry and using AI to step on the gas. I made them crazy. You saw it. It was like 200 quants coming in my neck because I'm giving retail the tools that they worked so hard and the secrets that they worked so hard to figure out. But I worked hard too, dude. I just did it in public. They hate me because I'm proof that a seventh grade holdback could do this. They beat them at their own game. They want you to keep hand trading. They want you to think you have to go to Harvard. They want you to think you have to spend 5, 10 years in hard coding before you can get into automated trading. No, dude. We can do anything. You got Claude Code. Claude Code knows everything. Jane said it so nicely the other day. I was scared to jump into a new programming language, and I was like, "Oh, should I do it? I don't really know it that well." Yada yada. Moondev. AI knows every language. You got this. That's all I needed, dude. You just have to have an example, and you have unlimited examples. It's really about how much energy do you have? Are you actually passionate about automated trading? If you are, we can sit here all day long. Yes, you got to pay 200 bucks a month to get unlimited cloud code, but that's okay. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on developers in the past. But once you learn how to code, you don't have to pay those fees anymore. You got an idea, just build it. The thing with trading is you're a hard worker, you're an ambitious person. I know that. All traders are trying to get to the bag, dude, as fast as possible. That's why leverage comes into play. That's why when we're handed $40 for our $1, of course we're going to take it. It's a blessing and a curse. It's definitely a curse in trading, though, because everything else you just work harder at, work harder, work harder, work harder, and you have better results. But with trading, if you trade more, trade more, trade more, you just pay more fees. And the fees dwindle your account down, not even to mention the times you get on tilt, you get emotional, you flip your position 14 times a day, and then you get liquidated. You can't just stare at the screen and put more hours in with trading. The harder you work, low key, the more you trade, the harder you work, the more you lose. They tell you to be more disciplined, but you're a human, not a machine, dude. We're not robots. It's like beautiful part about being a human. So we got emotions. But the problem is every time you take a trade, you're not betting on the price going up or down. You're betting that you're in control of your emotions right now and you'll be able to enter at the perfect time and exit at the perfect time. 40x leverage, max leverage. This means that if price moves 1%, you're pretty much smoked. So you're betting over the next 1,000 trades that you're going to be perfectly emotionally in touch, got enough sleep, not feeling any type of way, ready to trade. And then on top of that, you're telling me you can guess and predict price. It's wild. It's impossible to be unemotional over the next 1,000 trades. It's impossible. And you don't want that either. Crazy thing is, for the first time in history, we can actually see what Wall Street sees. The exchanges, the banks, the market makers, they got eyes on our positions. They're waiting for us to crank up that leverage or use some zero DTE so they can eat. They don't want us to know that, hey, you actually have AI that knows everything in the world and you can build anything now. They don't want you to know that. Robinhood doesn't want you to know that those free trades are really just being sent off, selling your order flow. Come on. The game is rigged. But for the first time, we're able to get some of that power back. I was able to build a custom data layer on top of Hyperliquid. I had to build the node because I had to build the app. I had to build the app because I've been here for 5 years sharing exactly how to automate your trading. And I see how many people actually took me up on that offer versus the 100,000, 150,000 people that follow me. 99% of people are still trading by hand. I have to help my brothers. I have to. I didn't want to come back here. I didn't want to come back to this 40x trading thing. But if everybody is trading with max leverage and everybody is trading by hand and everybody's losing their money, I have to take some of my learnings and try to make this a downloadable app where instead of predicting price, we're predicting what liquidations to purchase. And then we have mad risk controls that are hard to apply when you're in an emotional state. And if you're using 40x leverage, you're pretty much always in an emotional state. Thank you to Hyperliquid for opening this all up. That's so far because now we can see everybody's position. I can see this guy 0.4% away from getting liquidated for $1 million. This guy 1.4% away from being liquidated for $4.5 billion. But the crazy thing is I named him Had 90M because he had $90 million just 2 weeks ago, but he's using 40x leverage. So he's cooked. He's down to 4.5. The game is rigged, dude. The game is rigged. They want you to trade more. The more you trade, the more they make. Every time you click a market order, dude, you're paying 3x the fees. So next time you go buy something at the store or whatever, ask yourself, would I pay 3x just to get this 7 seconds earlier? Because that's what you're doing on these markets. That's why they try to speed you up. They're just trying to cook you, dude. They're just trying to take all the fees they can. None of these exchanges are your friend. None of them. They want you to trade more. The more you trade, the less you have. I told you I'm done pushing. I'm done pushing this whole like learn to code, automate your trading. I, I realize that that's a big endeavor. So I created the Quant app, downloadable bumpers on your 40x DGen trading. It's pretty fire so far. We'll see how it goes. I don't know about you, but with 40x trading, I wouldn't make it more than 2, 3 days. But I'm coming up on my third week and I'm still alive. If it can take a awful, emotional 40x hand trader like myself and keep me alive in these markets for nearly 3 weeks, it's already fire. Of course, it's not going to be anything like my quant systems. I can't just give you a plug and play bot. That's not realistic. But I can take some of my learnings, obsess about risk, and put it into the quant app. I have to. I'm a data dog. The data shows that 99% of people are not going to spend the 6 months it takes to learn how to code. So, me just repeating the same things, showing you the same things, building new bots, tweaking, iterating, and then saying you have to automate your trading is just me ignoring the data. I'm a data dog. Now, the Quant app isn't some get rich quick. It's no like plug and play, make money overnight. No way. If you're looking for that, just you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. It's just like a high-tech shield that manages your risk and your emotions. I still get emotional because this is very, very close to hand trading. But I said if I'm gonna go ahead and hand trade, I have to put bumpers on it. They can laugh at me, whatever. I'm bowling with bumpers if I'm using 40x leverage because I can't predict price. And if you've lost money trading due to liquidations, due to emotional closing or FOMO, whatever, dude, but you probably can't predict price either, or you're not in a clear state of mind because you're emotional. And you know what they say about being emotional. You can't think logically. So I'm not going to keep teaching how to build bots. You can look at my videos in the past. Just go to YouTube, dude. I think there's still a good amount of videos there, 100 plus. There was 1,000 plus. There was 1,000 plus videos here, but YouTube made me take them down. So I've got the vault, but this is a good amount of stuff to get you started if you want to just learn all the automated trading process. But from here on out, you're going to see me, number one, building out Hyperliquid's data layer because that is powering my app, the Quant app. But while building the Quant app, it was very clear that Hyperliquid needs a data layer to power apps. So I'm just going to be building that and I'll be tinkering with the Quant app. I'm going to try to make it profitable for myself. If it does well for me, it's not going to be the same for you, dude. It's not going to be the same for you because there's definitely intuition in this, right? And that's what they always told me. I don't want to automate my trading because there's intuition to the markets. But we can literally see people's liquidations. So my thought process is this. I can't predict price. I know that. I've been proven that. In the short term with 40x leverage, I can't do that. So I would rather outsource my predictions. Okay, look at this guy, dude. This guy bet $1.1 million, $1 million here. He bet $1 million that the price was going to go up. Instead of me trying to predict price, let me just outsource my predictions to this guy. But I don't want to take his trade until he loses all his money because he's a forced seller. That's kind of the premise here. We'll see if it works over time. This is going to be fun. And I'm very, very passionate about opening Hyperliquid's data up to everybody and attacking the hardest problem in trading, which is everybody levers up, everybody increases the leverage. So the app I'll be building on the data layer is this, and the data layer already has docs. So let's go to moondev.com/docs. I want to make sure you leave here with a ton. You can see exactly what's callable by the API. And then here's a nice little roadmap for you just for coming through. I don't need anything from you. I would love to hear your ideas. Here's a bunch of a full roadmap, resources, and a Discord. I show you step by step through my thought process in this automated trading game. But again, I won't be diving into the teaching very much anymore. And you know my focus from here on out. Much love to you. All right, dude. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to do that every day. I'm gonna do that every day because um that's the best way to handle this, you know? Everybody wants or people want short, concise videos, so I'll do like 15 minutes at the start of the day, short, concise videos. And whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm feeling, B. And then I'm just gonna code for the rest of the day. Because then I'll try to again, I'm just trying to pack the value at the start, give you everything I know. Do you know a program called Bookmap? Um, I don't. I do not. I do not. I do not. What is it? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Okay, so why do you think people do not pick up automated trading? I guess people start, but then quit easily. Is it patience or something? I think the people that actually pick it up go after it. It's just I see how many people are following versus how many people actually join the boot camp. It's very small. So the people that jump into the boot camp, they seem to be building. Everybody's building, which is awesome. It's just that 99.9% are not going to do that. So that's the point of the boot camp. From my side, it's like, okay, I have a filter now. You guys can watch whatever I do each day, whatever I'm building, for sure. Come on, let's watch. Ask me questions, whatever. Let's jam, dude. There's not many people out there like us. You can see all that. And then I put a little gate up with or I did back in the day. It's gone now, but I don't know. I feel like over the years we've cultivated a really good crew of builders. People are actually building. It's just the data shows that number is tiny compared to like the entire community. But that's good. That's good. And I don't know. I'm content. I'm content with the squad we got. I'm content with the squad we got, and I want to kind of attack this problem because this problem is literally what got me into automated trading. And I've tried so hard to help traders switch to automated. It's just something about this 40x is addicting. And I feel that too. I feel that for sure. Now that I'm back here, it's like, yeah, I want to be trading all day. I get this. So we'll see if I can solve it. Um I'm not done with quant. I'm just not going to be showing it full time, I guess, like I used to. All right, let me cover up this code and stuff for the YouTube people. We do have a live going here in Zoom. It's a trading platform that visualizes market liquidity and order flow in real time. Interesting. You be using it, Timmy? Timmy Turner. Okay, first thing I need to do here is I just reset my computer. That's why I was so damn late today. because I don't know if you were here yesterday, but we had that weird thing happen. Conda, activate T-Flow. Use it when you're a hand trader. Okay, cool. Oh, do they have any APIs? That'd be cool. Python auto redeem. Okay. So fresh computer, who this? Fresh computer, dude. And dog got chopped, honestly, but she got a fresh cut too. She got a fresh cut too. She got chopped though. Okay, so I'm just starting all of my no bots again. They've only been off for however long it took me to say that to yap yap. However long it took me to yap yap. Yeah. Let's go ahead and keep Conda activating these. So that's Nobot V1. Okay. Nobot V2. Okay. Nobot V3. Okay. Nobot V4. Okay. Okay, so I got all my Nobots back. We'll slide those out of here. And we are good to go. Okay, so I've got a long list, honestly. Very long list. And I need to just attack, 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 dude. So I'm gonna prioritize this list here. So I'll just talk it through with you guys, and this will be fire. Okay, parallel agents. Oh, I want to look into that for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, I definitely want to look into that. Okay, parallel agents. I think I'm just gonna take all these notes because they're all fire, dude. Anybody read that article about the parallel agents? The Claude Code guy made. I guess the Claude Code guy made a or wrote an article about parallel agents, and he probably used parallel agents to write the article. Let's go ahead and see if I can find it. I don't know how to spell parallel is the problem. Pair. Are you using Claude Skills? I don't know. Not really. I did set up some skills back in the day, but I'm not. No, I'm not. I can't say I'm using it. Using them. What are you using for? I like put in the Claude skill of HTML the other day because it nudged me to do so. What are some good ones? Was it from Boris? It was from you, honestly. Thank you. I'm actually looking right now. Ingrid, thank you. Big dub. The one you sent me, I was just about to maybe not read it, but 12 minutes? Yeah, I can't read that much. I'll read this some other time. But maybe you guys are interested in this. So I run 15 AI clones of myself in parallel, and it's not even my final form. Okay, great title, dude. Definitely written by AI. Uh, the Creative Cloud Code just dropped his workflow, and developers are losing their collective minds. Damn, dude. If you ever felt productive running two terminal windows at once, I have some news for you. You're playing checkers with Boris. He's playing 40 chess with 15 AI agents running simultaneously across three different devices. Boris is the creator of Cloud Code at Anthropic. Yes, the guy who built the tool. And when he casually dropped a Twitter thread explaining his workflow, the developer community collectively spat out their artisanal coffee and started taking notes. Oh gosh. Read freely with my link? What do you mean, dude? Is that a sketch? What do you mean read free? How did you do that? The setup, one man, 15 Claude, zero chill. Five Claude instances. I'm not about to read all this, dude. This is too much. It's too much for right now. Like, I got to get to building, bro. So let's just go to Claude here. Gang, gang. Tell me what this says. Can you give me a detailed TLDR here of what happened? What's the alpha here as a developer that uses Claude Code, and how I can implement the systems that he says? Don't add anything other than what's said in the article, though. Don't be making up anything or choosing from your memory or anything like that. Give me the TLDR here of, yeah, how to take the best things from this article to apply it to my Claude Code daily usage. Oh man, wrong place. Wrong place, wrong place. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what she says. I seen something about GLM in there. What the hell? What is that? TDLR? Damn, did I say that? I probably did. Dyslexic, bro. That's so funny. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can get from Boris. Good to see you, Ken. You just got a ticket when I click on, then sorry, I can't read, bro. I can't read, dude. I made it too small. My eyes is gone, Christian. My eyes is gone. Get access to the vault, then I'm here. What is the quant app? Welcome. First off, you can shoot an email for if you for the vault here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm confused too, but let me go ahead and explain if you just bought a ticket. So if you just bought a ticket here, maybe you signed up here on. This world is what you make it. You create your own environment. It all starts with a vision. What you can imagine, you can create. So for anybody that joins until 10 a.m. Eastern time, well, you get a ticket to the Zoom here. We're in right now. So Christian was asking about, he's confused about where he is right now. So you're in the Zoom of Mundo's live coding session. And this is what we're going over today. And when you join on the thank you page, you have a full recording of yesterday's stream as well. And later today on that same page, I'll put today's stream. So yeah, this is our private Zoom we do each day. It's between 7 and 10 Eastern time. And if you get in before 10, you get the full recordings. You had mentioned something about the vault. And if you, after you join, you do get an access, you get an offer to get the vault. YouTube, I used to have over 1,000 videos, most of them live streams, so much alpha in them. I had to take them down, 1,000 videos. So I just put in some of the best ones into the vault. Now, let me see if I can pull this up because this vault is getting nasty, dude. It's getting nasty. Look at this. 2 terabytes of my past streams. 2 terabytes. That's fire. I'll probably get up to 3, maybe 4. I'm just, every day that I have a new stream, like if you want the replay, it's in the vault. Anyways, he asked about the vault. So to get that vault, if you purchased it, simply send an email here with the Gmail you want or whatever account you want connected to the vault. So yeah, welcome, dude. our daily live stream. I'm just hacking away, chasing Jim Simons, trying not to get licked. All right, so let's go back here and detailed TLDR Boris's Claude Code workflow. So Boris is the creator and head of Claude Code at Anthropic. Blah 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 blah. Something about PR. Blah blah. The core setup: parallel sessions, 5 terminal instances, plus 5 to 10 web sessions. Interesting. iPhone sessions throughout the day. The key: 5 separate Git checkouts of the same repo. Each Claude works on its own copy, avoiding merge conflicts entirely. Interesting. Okay. Teleportation equal is use teleport flag to move sessions between devices. Okay. Yeah, he's on it, bro. He's on it. It's expanding my mind already. Model choices 4 5. Extended thinking. Okay. The counterintuitive math. 30 seconds times 5 iterations equals 2.5 plus frustration. Open opus 2 minutes times 1 iteration gets it right the first time. The bottleneck isn't AI processing time, it's human time spent steering and correcting. How do I turn on thinking mode? How do I do that? That's fire, dude. Claude.md, the compound learning machine. A single file checked into Git, contributed to multiple times per week. Boris's is 2.5K token, covering bash commands, code style conventions, UI, and content design guidelines, how to state management, logging, error handling, gating, debugging, pull request template. The loop. Claude code makes a mistake, developer notices, add pattern to Claude.md. Claude reads it next session. Never makes that mistake again. Phase two, the workflow, plan mode, interactive. Okay, plan mode. It's fire. Use plan mode. Describe what you need. Claude outputs a plan. You refine interactively until satisfied. Execute autonomous. Switch to auto accept mode. Claude executes the entire plan, often in one shot. Invest time up front in planning. Save way more time in execution. Okay, so you guys put me onto that. Thank you. Slash commands. Boris uses slash commit push PR dozens of times per day. Example command structure. So get status, get branch, get log. The explanation inline bash pre-computes context so Claude doesn't need to ask. Other commands mentioned: quick, commit, test and fix, review changes, first principles. These are checked into Git. Whole team benefits, subagents, specialized AI assistants with their own system prompts, tool access, and separate context windows. Code simplifier simplifies code after Claude is done working. Verify app, thoroughly test the application works correctly. Code architect, design reviews and architectural decisions. Build validator, on-call guide. Avoid dangerously. Instead, use permissions to allow specific safe commands. Okay, well, I run that every time, so I'm cooked. MCP integration. Connect Claude to external tools. Boris's setup includes Slack, BigQuery, Sentry, iOS. Okay. For a very long running task, creates. So this is the Ralph Wiggum method. Creates an iterative loop that keeps going until task is actually complete. Blocks exit until tests pass. Give Claude a way to verify its work. This is 2 to 3x quality of the final results. Verification by domain. CLI, API, UI. So create a Claude MD. Ralph Wiggums is fire. Boris, 10 to 20% of sessions abandoned. That's normal. Okay, well, let's go ahead and implement this someday, but not today. Not today. We're going to be archaic about it today. We're going to stay archaic. Boris, we're coming for you, dude. Thank you for your ideas. Boris, head of Claude, tips. Okay, let's vibe out. Got everything. Thank you, Ken. We should export a text file from this summary and use it as context for Claude. There we go. I love it, dude. Let's get it. Um, I'll throw it in the damn, I can't throw it anywhere, but you saw what I did. You saw the prompt and I just asked prompt to I asked a fuck ton. Maybe not that ton. This is the actual article here. But here's the link to the article. How about that? I'll give you that. Throw it on Discord? I can throw it on Discord. Yeah, I can definitely throw it on Discord. I just didn't want to exclude people. I didn't want to exclude anybody because I know not everybody's on the Discord. Um, Claude code tips from the founder. Gang gang. Yeah, okay. Well, he runs 15 agents at once. Okay. There you go. It's in the members chat of the Discord. Much love. All right. Don't get hacked. Don't get hacked. Don't get hacked, bro. Be careful. Because there's so many people impersonating me and it's scary, dude. It's scary. So I'm not gonna DM you, unfortunately. If you shoot me a message on Twitter or Discord with a really good hook, bro, I might hit you back. Um, I'm more active on Twitter than I am.
To be happy about. You're up too low. Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
I wanna be able to chat with people in the members chat because that's the gated garden, you know? The gated garden. I feel safe with you guys. I know we got a couple ops in here still, but it's all good. All right, so let's just keep going down the list. That was my first thing on the list. Okay, so I wanted to look into building a cross margin balance liquidation and just copy HLP. Let's do that. Let's spend a little bit of time right now seeing what's good with HLP. HLP is the kind of like the market maker for Hyperliquid, pretty much. Hyperliquid provider, they're just buying people's liquidations and they're going straight up, dude. So it started with $11,000, $3,000, and it's up to 118 million. So that's a dope strategy, you know? It's a dope strategy, and I need to figure out how they're doing this. What are they doing here? What are they doing? I know they're buying people's liquidations. This is their portfolio. One thing I do notice though is that you can see there's longs and shorts, right? So yeah, I got it. Let me think this through. What I want to do here is I want to see all their positions. I know I can see it, but like programmatically. So what's the best way to do that? Oh, I got a node now. Okay. I got a node. So let me just write some stuff down because you can't trust that brain, dude. Can't trust that brain. Nice, gang. That is fire. Remind me later. I never update. I probably should. Very happy about that. Okay, so I have I'm building the Hyperliquid data layer. So I got all the data I need because I got the node. But hey, dude, I don't know if I told you this yet. My node went down last night, so kind of sketch still about 95% uptime thus far. It's not 99%. So, it's obviously not big league ready yet, but shit, we're close. It is good enough for me. I'm always building for me, but I think you guys are similar to me and you have the same problems I have. Just get it. We see trading as a vehicle. It's tricky. It's tricky to do it by hand. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm gonna tap in to my terminal, my node. I'm gonna say SSH HL node. And I should be in there like swimwear. Okay, and then I'm gonna say SU dash moon dev. Okay, and then I'm gonna say Claude dangerously skip permission. And then I'm gonna say step on the gas. All right, so I have a specific use case, and since we have the node running and we have a bunch of APIs, what I'd like you to do is look through them and see if we can solve this use case right now. Or yeah, with our current APIs, are we able to provide the data needed for this call that I'll explain now? Okay, so I have a Hyperliquid address, just a user, a trader. It might be a vault, but either way, it's we should be able to get all the positions. So having an API call for grabbing the positions of any trader, I think we have the ability to do that because no, I know we have the ability to do that because we have the node. I think we already have pieces of that code because we have that positions server. I don't know if we have a full solution yet, but if we don't, it's simple in my mind. If we already can get everybody's positions, then we just make a new API call that gets whatever position you send in, whatever for whatever user you send in. So it's just an API call that's just like boom, boom. I want to get all the positions for this user. That's going to include all of the information we can get: coin size, position value, entry, mark price, P&L, ROE, lick price, etc. All the info. Okay, let's get it. I'll put it in play mode because homeboy says so. I got some doctor issue here. It says, but I'm a play ignorant to that. Let's get it. Okay, so HLP. This is interesting because again, they put in $1,000 and they've traded it to $117 million. I know the core component of this strategy. They're taking over people's liquidations. That is why on 1010, they made $40 million. But look what they started with, dude. Yes, this is compounding. They started with $1,000 and they've turned it into $117 million. So I like that strategy. So I'm trying to figure it out. That's it. If you turn 1,000 to 110 million, dude, I know they have the advantage here because they can't get liquidated. And you'll see some of these positions get down really bad. But that's another thing they're doing is they're using cross margin. So that's different. And then as I said before, is like build a book of cross margin balanced liquidations, some long, some shorts. That's kind of like the big idea, but I don't know if that's actually what they're doing. And then on top of that, they have all of these component strategies. So these strategies are also run to probably smooth out their P&L, you know? Okay, so they've made 118 million off that. What's a zero liquidation strategy? That's interesting. They've made oh, they started this with nothing too. They've made 5 million off this one. Damn, 43 million off this one, but no open positions. So trade history. Backstop liquidation. Okay. So this is maybe their backstopper liquidator. Maybe another liquidation strategy. I don't know. Yeah, it says HLP liquidator actually. Right there. Liquidator for they're all liquidators, dude. They're just liquidating people. That's their strategy. And it's so funny that people glaze Hyperliquid so hard. Like obviously I'm a believer in Hyperliquid because they opened up Wall Street. I love it. You know, I've been building on it for 2+ years, obviously, but I'm not gonna be naive in the fact that they want us to get liquidated. They want us to trade more. So we see $100 million in profits based off of their trading strategy. We don't see the fees, how much they made in fees. Okay, this one is break even. Oh, it's not even a thing. Strategy X or something. They said this one's up 680. It's another liquidator. Let's see their trade history here. Close long, backstop, liquidation long, cross long. And you can see they're not using huge size. And this is super enlightening, right? They're not using, okay, these liquidations are bigger, but look, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. That's why I'm trading like this with the quant app, dude. I'm just following what they're doing. You know, if they made $118 million in the last couple of years off $1,000, I'm probably not going to be able to do it as great as them, but we'll see. You know, I'm doing it by hand. They're doing it automated. So I want to automate this system. I want to have this. This has always been kind of one of my dreams because you just see this and it's just fire. It's just nice, dude. It just looks good. It's a nice P&L curve. I can't say it's not. Should this endpoint require API key like your others? Yes. I do want to make a version that's just like easy for anybody, but I need to kind of test it first. What is a backstop liquidation? It's when somebody gets liquidated and nobody can. I think it's yeah. I think it's just like their backstop. Like they have emergency funds to when people gets liquidated and they can't fill it or something. I'm not sure actually.
So now you do that as the years go on, separation that you have with your competitors, your peers, just grows larger and larger and larger and larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch them.
Just gonna do this. I'm gonna say live positions only for now. My answers. Okay, we're cooking, bro. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking every day. Every day. Good morning. You sleep well? I've been up since 4. Let's get it. It's time to compete. It's wartime, baby. It's wartime. The AI prices are going up soon, fam. They're going up soon. Oh, I was also thinking about making some updates to this. Let's go ahead and see what she has to say. And let's go ahead and make sure that YouTube can't see this. Okay, good. Because if I show something here, at least YouTube can't see it. So here's the plan. Answer to your question. Yes, you can absolutely get positions for any user right now. Your local node supports querying it. The code is in position scanner already does this. A public facing API endpoint, your current API positions.json only shows pre-scanned wallets. The solution, create a lightweight, fast API server, 100 lines of code that accepts any user address, queries your local node in real time, enriches the mark prices and calculated fields, ROE, distance to liquidations, returns formatted JSON with API key auth. Nice. This straightforward implementation that reuses the pattern from your position scanner. Create an API endpoint. Okay, this all looks good. Yes, go ahead and get it, shorty. I got something else to do. Okay, so I want to go over here. Here's how to turn on thinking mode in Claude. Option T, add ultra think. Option, toggle thinking mode. Okay, it's already on. Add ultra think to any message. Okay. Run config to enable it as your default. Okay, that's fire. What time is it? 9:13. Okay. Can I have this? Fuck. So I see thinking here. Thinking mode true. Maybe there's no ultra think. Okay. I'll just say ultra think. Okay, so let's go ahead and say ultra think. Nice, dude. That's dope. Ultra think doesn't work with that though. So ultra think. I want to essentially turn actions into advanced. Change the name to that. And then what I want to do here is I don't think I want to do that actually. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm not gonna do any cutesy stuff. Yo, Richard, how are you, bro? Are they in cross mode or isolated? They're in cross mode, so they can take like big negatives. Let me go ahead and make sure that I get my trading bot GitHub up. Oh, look at this, by the way. We built this yesterday. So let me go ahead and get that going. Say new here, Conda, activate. I wanted to show you guys this. I haven't run it yet because I built it with you guys and I didn't want to do it without you, dude. Shit, it doesn't work. Doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work. It's because I'm not in the right path. Honda, activate, activate T-Flow, bro. Python, run it. All right, there we go, dude. There we go. Let's go. I don't know what any of this means. Trade balance is up at 9:30. Okay, so what I want to do here is update this because Conda activate T-Flow, hype your liquidated, dude. It's actually crazy how hard people glaze Hyperliquid, even though you're just gonna get smoked, dude. You're gonna get smoked. Hey, we built this cool tool in the script slash forex calendar. Anyways, I just want that to pull the big ones. I think they're like denoted as a red folder on the website. So I only want to know those ones. And then, yeah, just make this a little more simple, I guess. I don't need the currency. I don't need the act. I don't need the, well, yeah, I don't need the act. Okay, so I'll tighten it up a little bit. I don't know what I need and what I don't need. Anyways, let's go see if the node is cooking. Oh, she's got to have pseudo access. Okay. So she's cooked for the day, really. I gotta take her off for the day. If she needs pseudo access, she's gonna be printing my keys all over the place. Is the password. That's the password. Go ahead and get it, shorty. Please, because I'm not doing anything when it comes to anything that has anything to do with coding, ever. I'm doing it. I'm doing it all with my voice. Oh yeah, and gang, I need you to have this refresh every 5 minutes on a loop. So it's just always showing that freshest data. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, every 15 minutes. And then I'm building the API out over here in order to then build out a to see their all their positions. So we'll see. We'll see if I can do this, dude. This is fun. I love this game, dude. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for coming through, dude. Thank you for coming through. So only high impact events. Okay, sick. Also, I need this to loopity loop. Let me get a loopsty. No high impact events today. Gang, gang. Let's see the next, if there's none. Since there is none, let's see the next few days. Let's see the next 5 days of, yeah, how about the next 7 days? Because, yeah, just post out the next 7 days of high impact events because, I think there's going to be none most of the time. And this will give me, eye into the minds of people who trade events because I think a lot of traders trade events. Okay, let's get it. Change that to 15-minute updates. Thank you. Because I don't need this doesn't need to be super fast or anything. All tests are passing. Bang bang.
Business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system. Because other parts of it are gonna wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better
Better and
and
better.
better and better. Because that's what everyone else is trying to do.
That's what everybody else is trying to do. Because that is what everybody else is trying to do. And we're all ambitious, dude. You guys are all smart. And if everybody's trying to out trade each other, it's like, okay, are you going to trade the same way as everybody else? I don't know. Okay, gangster, look at this. Okay, so all right, so now give me a new update to our docs and then print out all of our APIs that we have access to here. because I need to update my side. And then I don't even have Visual Studio Code open, by the way. I restarted my computer. I haven't opened it yet. So let's see how if I can go all day without Visual Studio Code because when I used to see the terminal, I used to shit my pants. I used to shit my pants. And now I'm King Terminal. All right, let's get it. Okay, no high impact events in the next 7 days. Super fun, dude. Super fun. Okay, let's change it to 10 days to 30 days. High impacts. Not that that fucking matters, dude. I can't even think till what's going on tomorrow, bro. I launched a motherfucking Hyperliquid data layer on a motherfucking. I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday. So a a month from now is just irrelevant to me. Just gonna keep swimming each day, lock in piece by piece, day by day. Let's get it. I made it like that of this show because finance can be boring, boring. I turned it into a video game. I'm a gamer, dude. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. You're probably a gamer too. We gamers, dude. No impacts in the next 30 days. Okay, well, this is my trash little tool that shows me if there's high impact events, but it's debatable if it works. So I'm gonna move on. I don't need that bad, and I did see it working earlier. Um, let's go ahead. I'm gonna do one more thing. All right, let's make it 3 days, and let's make it what not the red ones, but the one under that as well. And then, but the red ones you have to highlight with a red background using term color. And then the regular ones, not the least minimal ones, we'll see those, but we'll see them for the next for 3 days total for the second tier. I don't know what the color is. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Live chat and replay if you get in before 11. So you can get that at moondev.com. If you're watching on Twitter or something and you can't see my code, I think it's beneficial to see my code and be able to chat all day. So here with you guys if you have any questions. So we now have 63 endpoints. God. So after she's done with this, which she is now, where is she? This one here? Just see if we got this. No medium high. Nah, I think this is cooked. I think that your thing just doesn't work. You're highlighting. I'm not gonna do this though. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm closing this. I got way bigger things to do. Over here trying to make a motherfucking whatever that is. I've never looked at those dates before in my life. Why am I gonna spend more than 2 seconds on that? Can't. Okay, so okay, you can see these are a bunch of new API calls. Make sure that they all are on our API.py in the example file, the API.py, and make sure that they're all documented of how to use them as well. And then make sure that they all, I mean, most of them already have something in the examples folder, the API examples folder. Make sure the new ones have examples too. And then let me know which ones you created. One of the new ones here is get user positions. I want you to make an example for that, but I also want you to go ahead inside of our scripts folder. I want you to make another file that will be I can put a list of addresses in, and then it will print out their positions with all the detail I need. And it will be very beautiful, developer porn, nice, colorful, term color, fun, fun, fun. And this will allow me to be a data analyst about this and view these. Like, say, also I have like 5 different addies that I'm looking at. So go ahead and make the documents, the docs, the README, the example for the new API calls that we have, and then go ahead and start working on this project here, which is a new script to see these addresses below, actually. Okay, let's get it. So I got all Hyperliquids addies here. So leader here, copy. Then I'll take all of these. So these are all their component addresses. And this is what I'm basing the quant app on, really. So if they're trading liquidations, I'm trying to trade those too. That's it. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong, but we'll see. You know? All right, let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Built the Hyperliquid data layer. So now anybody can build on it. I got so much fire here. Conda activate. T-Flow, bro. While that's going, I want you to work on. Can you go ahead and work on now having another call, another new API that will be past positions for that user? I don't know if there's going to be some sort of limit you need to add or something, but go ahead and test these things like, okay, how many can we get at one time? How much should we do we have to throttle it? Like send the past 200 positions, would you pass in 200 or pass in all and get all positions? I don't know. Whatever you do, just test it all first. And the thing I want is I want to be able to grab somebody's past positions from our node. So every trader I put in the ADN for, I should be able to see all their past positions. Remember, we're only using our node, no external APIs. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Usario de Zoom. Welcome to the chat, Usario. Usario de Zoom is Aki. What up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So I did launch the Hyperliquid data layer a couple days ago. So you can see this is the first data call here. This is getting all the liquidations. Oh, we're bashing right now. We're bashing over here on the server. So we're cooking. That's not going to work. Cooking. Honda activate T-Flow. Oh, this isn't the right folder. My bad. I'm over here trying to call it
You
a
have to, a business like
silly
this,
guy.
just keep making things better, keep improving the system. Because other parts of it are gonna wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So
So I
you just have to, like in any business.
I haven't opened Visual Studio Code.
Make things better, better, because that's what everyone else is trying.
Okay, please go ahead and look at the folder that has it's called Moondev Trading Bots API underscore examples. Please send back those full paths to each one of the examples that we have here so I can run them independently. Just send me those full paths. Yeah, full path though. No, it doesn't need to be full path. It doesn't need to be full path. Just needs to be to the examples folder, etc. So that I'm already logged into that GitHub. Thank you. Send them all. Please. Thank you. Okay, we got it, dude. I haven't opened up the Visual Studio Code and I want to see if I can go forever without ever opening Visual Studio Code again. I think that'd be fire. There they are. There they are, dude. There they are. So, boom, don't need Visual Studio Code anymore. How about that? So let's go ahead and see what the data layer is looking like, see if it's all working. Can't open that. What the hell? Okay, I see what's going on. It's just liquidations.py. So Python. So via API call now, retail, we have access to the things that Wall Street doesn't want us to see. Top 10 largest liquidations. It's crazy. Everything Wall Street didn't want us to see, we can now see because of Hyperliquid. I can see all of the aggregated liquidation statistics, the people that are closest to liquidations, the biggest liquidations by coin. But there's so much more. There's so much more. I accidentally just built Hyperliquid's data layer, dude. That's insane. So I can see all the liquidations. Python, 02 liquidations.py. What the hell? 02 positions.py. I've got hella calls here. And they're just open APIs now to see things that Wall Street would never let us see. They would never let this happen. They would never let us see this, dude. They would never, ever, ever let us see this. Conda activate. T-flow, bro. CD. Let's get it. Positions here. Python. Positions.py. We can see every whale position that is near liquidation. Do you see how powerful this is? We know when they're going to get liquidated. Liquidations move the market. So that's awesome. We have access to this now. CD, CD up in there. Okay. You can see the whales as well. Python whales. Whale address. Can grab this all from the API. 3,400 whales and growing. Verified people that are actually trading right now. That's amazing. What else can we see? Well, we get all of these active. CD, API examples. Okay. What about this? Not you, girl. I'm talking to you. Total blockchain events. We got everything. Everything they don't want us to see. I'm adding more every day. Python examples. Okay, let's try this one. This is new here. I can put in a new address here. Okay, let me see if I can get this one going. We're gonna make a new page here. Conda activate. Chief low, bro. Zoom all the way in because you can't see anything. Okay. Conda activate T flow. Now I need a CD in there. CD where? CD here. Okay, CD. Okay. And this is the new one we just built today. So I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I hope it's fire. Wish me luck. We just built this. added it from the node as I do have Hyperliquid's data layer. I built it. I built it. So now us regular people, we can go see people's positions too. Let's see all their positions. These are all of Hyperliquid's positions here. Holy moly. So the reason I was looking at these positions is because look at their P&L. HLP, this is HLP, this is their vault. They put in $1,000 and they have 110, $18 million. So that's not even including the fees that they're making on the exchange. So that is very interesting to me. And I'm gonna kind of recreate that. Um, I'll be doing it autonomously, of course. I'll be adding my learnings here to the Quant app because, I've been showing how to automate your trading for what, 5 years now. I see how many people actually go ahead and join the boot camp. That's gone now, but it's clear the masses are still using 40x leverage, 40x, 40x. I can see everybody's positions, 40x, 40x. So if there's 100,000 plus of you now, I need to help the majority. That's 99% of people are still using 40x leverage. So what got me to stop trading by hand was this 40x leverage and getting liquidated. I figured out how to automate my systems. I didn't go to school for any of this, none of that. But it looks like I'm back in the trenches with you guys because I have to solve the problem that everybody has. Nobody wants to actually learn how to code. Clearly, it takes 6 months. Okay. For those of you that do, you know where to find the information. It's already here. My YouTube is thick. I need to go through this now and essentially I want to update this script here. Okay, so this is under API examples here. 10 is the user position. So I just added that to the GitHub. I'll go ahead and push that. New scripts here. Scripts whale watcher, gorgeous, colorful whale tracker for your 8 addresses. So you can see that Hyperliquid has all of these positions. Yes. Sorted by size. Position value 1.8 million for real. That seems like a lot for them. There might be an error. Positions here. What is the token? Says it's short. Whose Addy is this? Three. It's not the Addy I was looking at here on the. I wonder whose Addy that is though. That is them. No, it's not. Let's go see whose Addy this is. Well, I don't care whose Addy that is. I want to see Hyperliquid's position. Hmm. That's probably the vault. Just try some things. I just gotta keep testing things. Whose Addy is this? In the example, great job. I wonder whose address this is because this is the Hyperliquid vault here. And maybe I'm just looking at this incorrectly. Oh, here's the 3A right here. Okay, that's their Addy here. The positions here is 1.8. Okay, there it is, 1.7. Okay, great. So I'm glad it matches up at least. This is Hyperliquid strategy A.
Yeah, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. Right. So now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors, your peers, just grows larger,
Larger, larger, larger.
larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch them.
They're never going to catch up. So what is this Addy? That's I guess that's my confusion here is this is HLP. Okay, this community owned vault. This is a vault, provides liquidity to Hyperliquid through multiple market making strategies, performs liquidations, and accrues platform fees. This vault uses following vaults as component strategies. How do we find their address? So you can see this is the Hyperliquid provider, HLP. But when I run their two addresses, it doesn't look like it gives me their positions. Am I getting their address wrong? I know I gave you the addresses for the other ones, which is awesome. They work. This kind of just tells me that the addresses I have access to are not the actual address, but maybe a vault or something. How does that work? We're going to get deep into this hyperliquid weeds, dude. We have to. We're going to understand all of this. And that's edge because this is the open financial system. I mean, that's what they're building, dude. That's crazy. So let's see what this one looks like. Okay, so okay, a leader. Let's try this one here. Imagine getting live liquidations for every exchange. We got that, gang. We got that. Well, big exchange, most exchanges. Okay, so let's see here. See what she's saying here. Great catch. Look at the screenshot. I can see exactly what's happening. This is the main HLP vault with the 181 positions. This is the leader wallet, not where the positions are held. The address you gave me is the component strategies. Now I understand. Here's how HLP works. The main vault, okay? Leader, just admin wallet, not no positions. Component strategies where positions actually live. Two has a what's happening. So this is the parent vault. It doesn't hold positions directly. Interesting. The clearinghouse API returns zero positions. The actual 181 positions are aggregated. Okay. Whale two and five are where the actions at. They're running opposite strategy. One longs, one shorts. Two and five, two, five. Holy helly, bro. Shave five. Okay, and then the parent, I guess, if you look at these screenshots, I'll show you the screenshot of the parent. It shows its biggest position is 79,000. Am I getting this correctly? Where the reason that it's such a small position maybe is because they're in a short somewhere else to offset the big position? Because you can see the first component strategy has this big position here, but it doesn't show in that first screenshot, which is the HLP provider. So if it's encompassing all of them, is that the right way of thinking or what? Yeah. Why is the vault that encompasses all positions showing smaller size than the first component strategy? So there's short ETH there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what her new thing is here. Because remember, she built us something nice. So position whale watcher. CD dot dot. So this is whale one, whale two, whale three, whale four, whale five. Okay, I want to rename these, gang. You're absolutely right. This is exactly what's happening. Okay. So I want you to I want you to make in that whale watcher, I want you to make a HLP one, like HLP total one that's outputted at the end after looking at all the accounts. Um, and then we're gonna name each account what they're named on their website. So, yo, what up, iPhone? How you doing? HLP strategy A is the wallet ending in 303. Why does my screen not show like yours? 30 days versus lifetime, all time. Bang bang. Okay, I'm gonna close all of these actually. Hyperliquid. HLP Liquidator is the wallet ending in D14. Okay. HLP Liquidator 4 is the wallet ending in 308. I gotta really speak clearly on these ones because I'll be mumbling away. Be bumbling away. HLP strategy B is ending in 74B. Okay. Oh, they got a lot of trades too. HLP strategy X is ending in 7D8. HLP liquidator 3 is ending in B70. HLP liquidator 2 ends in 540. Now, when you put all of the positions together, make sure there's a column showing the name of the thing as well. Also, if there are no open positions, put it on the same line as the account value and stuff, just tighten things up a bit. And also at the bottom is going to be the combined one, but above that will be the ones that have positions. And then the ones with no positions will be at the top because I'll be running the terminal. Everything at the bottom is the most important. I can see quickest. All right, let's get it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna drink a little water. Be right back. 3 to 5 minute intermission. Please do take a break. Jump around, stretch, drink some water, do whatever you need to do. Let's get it. That's got to be the most ADD thing I've ever done, bro. Um, that's pretty funny. I'm just gonna cut that last quiet part off because I was recording that segment and then I went and took a water break during the recording. I'm a little cooked. I woke up at 4, so I'm just excited these days, dude. There's so much opportunity. I can't sleep, but sleep is so key, so key. And I kind of like getting into this like less sleep mode because I get some crazy ideas. And there's been a study about that. I actually want to look into it. Let's say here, I'll put that on the list to look at sometime. Um, look into the no sleep brain state for idea generation. I don't know where I read that, heard that, but that's in my mind somehow. So let's just call it a fact. Let's just call it a fact for now. Okay, let me go ahead and delete all that. What they're named on their website. So it's the vault that encompasses all positions. I'm gonna just cut it off randomly because I'm not about to do all that right now. This would be the HLP positions now viewable to retail. Okay. Let's have that process here. Okay. What's going on with the quant app? Are we still alive? Barely. This guy's about to get smoked, dude. 8950 here. Where are we liquidated at? 89500. Oh, okay, okay. And I think I already have a bunch of actions in here, which is fire. So if I say actions, schedule, I got a bunch of longs here waiting. So what is that? This guy's point two, this one's 0.23% away from triggering. So how much is that though? 3,000? What's my position? Okay, so yeah, I'm looking for a double down. I'm looking for a little double down. Am I gonna get smoked? Probably, but works great. Here's what I've updated. Beautiful. We can now see as Hyperliquid. You can see all. So So whale watcher here, copy path. Let's go ahead and try the new version. HLP watcher. Let's get it. Idle accounts. That's fire, dude. Okay, so strategy A here is a P&L of 94K right now. I need more information. This is great, but let's add more information for each of the strategies. I want to see how long they are and how short they are, the value on each side. I might have some other ideas as well. So 104 down, so up 100, down 100, so break even. So they only have two strategies running right now. Okay. Is that Foxby? Okay, so this is the whole vault, and then these are the strats. So one has positions. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. I guess I'm checking my work. I just don't, I'm not a developer by nature. So, okay, that one has it. This one doesn't. Okay, so that looks like it's facts, B. They're pretty balanced as far as P&L. They both have the same amount of money. So they just have two strategies. And then maybe some like other stuff, like I don't know, two accounts though. So you can see they're long in one ETH account and short in the other. So, so they're market neutral here.
It's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple.
This is
This is
what
what
I
I believe,
believe.
and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
Period, dude. Period. Okay, so we can see all their positions. Um, HLPB and A, and then combined net short. Okay. So he's short because it's red. P&L is plus 2K. So net delta is negative. 178. So they're more short than long, but they're still long. All right, so you could look at the data right now. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reverse engineer their strategy. What type of monitors should I set up? These are all of their addresses. You can see they're long in one, short in the other, overall, delta wise. Or actually, I don't think we have that information yet. Value, okay, that one's long. Er, so okay, let's start from the top. Hyperliquid strategy A, longs they have 81, shorts they have 102. Value for the longs 8.7. Value of the shorts 9.16. The P&L, you can see, boom, plus 86 P&L right now, open. They got 171 more positions. So they're taking positions on every single asset on their exchange. So this is who you're trading against, you know? HLP strategy 2. That's the one thing I don't have. That's one thing I don't have. I would like to see the overall skew here, the delta of longs or shorts per strategy as well. That'd be nice. I can do the math, but don't want to do that. Okay, so value, can see their entries, lick level, but they're not getting licked. Not getting licked. Yeah, so I guess my question for you to ultra think ultra think mode on is what data sources should we set up in order to track all of these portfolios or these strategies that they're running and reverse engineer them. They've made 100 million from $1,000. So I just want to do what they're doing. That sounds fire. So think about that for a while. You can see the data that we have in this first run. There's only two active strategies, and I assume the other ones have something to do with liquidations, backstops, etc. But I don't know. And those are the essentially I need to figure out how to know exactly what their strategy is by the data that we can grab. You can see the API calls that we have. You can see you can think about the calls that we have on Hyperliquid in general. I have a node, so I can add any type of call, any type of monitor. I can set a monitor on the server that has unlimited bandwidth. We can watch their positions forever. And yeah, I just really need you to think about this for a minute and figure how we can set up our data sources correctly, whether that's on the server or here, just calling the API. API.moondev is the one that has all of it's the node, it's the Hyperliquid node with all the data. So can't get it anywhere else. We got it, dude. So let's use it. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Let's look at this data however we can. Just step on the gas. Okay, let's get it. Think about this. Let's go ahead and put her into plan mode as well. So ultra think and plan mode should be interesting. I've never used ultra think before. Plan mode. Okay, so you can see long exposure, net exposure, delta. This is the HLP combined. So net delta, they're short. So HLP is short. That's alpha. That's alpha, dude. That's alpha for sure. If HLP is short, net, that's something I couldn't look at before. I didn't know that. I didn't know that till just now. So fire, fire, fire in the chat. That is some, I don't know what this means. I should be tracking. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna make an open, high, low, close volume of, yeah, I'll just tell you. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Track, HLP, HLP, net, delta, every 1 minute. And make a data set from it. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I might have to open Visual Studio Code though.